the countries. Thank you very much for your question, dear colleagues. I would like to continue with what Vyacheslav has said and reiterate what he has said. All the changes which were introduced within the last years within the reform have led to the fact that the difficulties which were experienced by the Russian legal system are a matter of the past. The resolution and the removal of bottlenecks has become of prime importance and priority. The institutions which are and the measures which are introduced currently will change the situation drastically. 3 to 4 institutes which were restructured have changed the negotiating processes. We all know that in acquisition of enterprises, due diligence is required. And in the process of due diligence, the object of acquisition or the property which will be acquired has to have a very detailed description, including the restrictions, the possible restrictions and the possible drawbacks of the object of acquisition. The institutes which have been created allow for such descriptions to be made. One of the introductions into the law are based on the possibility of the termination of the contract. The protection of the rights of the foreign investor arises if the information on the asset is incorrect. Currently, the civil code allows to nullify such an agreement. Also, in case of fraud or in case of fraudulent information, with the possibility to settle and in court. It was impossible in the past to litigate in such cases. The changes in the law have led to the opportunity to litigate. Irrespective of whether the partner knew or didn't know whether the guarantees were provided, the partner can litigate. It is important that this institute, this mechanism, is not connected with the violation of the agreement. What we are saying is that all the guarantees which are connected with the conditions of the transaction, any conditions and circumstances of the transaction, can be protected by remedies. This is similar to the indemnity institution, which was taken from English law, which protects foreign investors from losses arising from the fact that carrying out liabilities is impossible due to certain circumstances. If there are any tax issues that the foreign investor has to face, this institute will allow to protect the foreign investor in that case. And the other point I wanted to mention is the options which have been introduced into the Russian law, similar to foreign practices. The payment for the option is not envisaged, and in compliance with international law, the issues connected with the option are settled, and the disputes can be litigated in the Russian Federation. So these are the institutes which revolutionize the quality of